The instigators.
Car trends.
I think
Current car trends. What's trendy? Let's find out.
oh shit. I think the biggest one at the moment has to be clear tail lights, like 100%. But I think
Um,
they're
well, I feel like these things are quite like cyclical and like they come in waves. And I feel like the
mm,
everyone jumping on the clear tails thing was like maybe like a year ago, and it's less of a big deal now. But like maybe like a year or a year and a half ago, everyone was like, "Oh, clear tails, everything." Like you couldn't, no one would shut up about clear tails.
yeah.
I
Um,
think it's
it's
definitely progressively dying, or it's not as popular. I see newer builds that are coming out that are outstanding to others don't have clear tail lights. And
yeah,
personally,
yeah.
I'm more inclined. People were doing it because it's different. Now everybody does it, so people move, and the trend moves. People
That
will either follow or they'll set it, and most people follow. And I think moving away from clear tail lights is probably a better thing.
exactly what I was going to say, and it feels like maybe every 12 to 18 months there's something new that that people have been doing for a while, but then like the masses, the herd suddenly like lunges at, and I feel like right now, similar to how clear tails were. Right now, I think that would be Ganadors. Like everyone's just like, oh, it's not a build if it's not Ganadors. You know what I mean? Like everyone's just
Yeah.
jumping on that.
Yeah,
So I think
definitely
Yep,
is.
I
definitely like
agree. I think I know some people that we're not going to name that may or may not be on the podcast occasionally that didn't like Ganadors, and then all of a sudden Ganadors is the whole personality. Well, maybe not whole personality, but a lot of people are getting into Ganadors because other people are saying that they're cool.
yes,
And I
yes,
think Ganadors are much harder to obtain than clear taillights, but it's not a bad thing. I think it's not a trend because clear taillights I think will be cool and then not. I think Ganadors will always be cool in my opinion.
Yeah, but I
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
think it's like the people that were like, oh yeah, these are cool before, but got them because they genuinely thought they were cool and they were happy to spend that money. Whereas like now people are like, oh yo, like I have to spend that money. Like with the 8.6, like I saw someone put up Revos, right, that used to not really be that crash hot for 2 grand the other day because they're now discontinued and everyone wants to get a set now and everyone wants to clear them because it's the rare tail light that you can now clear. And it's like, they don't look that great. I'm not going to fucking go out of my way to pay 2K for lights that I definitely could have had a couple of months ago now because everyone's jumping on it. I just think it's a bit weird. And I think like either people either people stay clear of it or they jump on it and will pay stupid amounts of money to just be a part of that or to be able to like say, oh yeah, I've got that. Everyone wants that, but I've got that. I just think it's a bit
Yeah,
weird.
I feel like Ganadors are probably at less risk of being as played out as Clear Tails are because
100%.
there's
But
that big barrier of entry like, for
um,
genuine anyway.
yeah, and I think
Um,
the price point separates. I mean, it's the same as
exactly.
genuine
Yeah.
parts from fake parts. It's this price difference that separates the shit quality builds to the high quality builds. And I think if people are, if you want to get Ganadors, a lot of people aren't going to do it because they cost so much, and most people will get fakes. And it's quite obvious. A fake set of Ganadors is quite obvious because they angle upwards. Well, most of them
Yeah.
do anyway, the GK Tech ones, but there's some fucking pretty deceivingly good Ganadors out there. So yeah, who knows?
Ooh. Okay.
The fake Supra ones, if you can find them, are they're really good. Like you wouldn't be able to tell unless you know what you're looking for.
Hmm.
And I guess the biggest tell is the plate that mounts to the door is metal on a real Ganador. The plastic. Oh, and so it's metal that mounts to the door, and the actual other piece is plastic that curves, like the mirror piece. And they fold. Real ones fold. Those fake ones don't fold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why the people take the pictures where they're like folding them half.
Yeah, because nobody puts the effort in. Like fake companies don't put the effort in to make them fold. So that's why everybody, when they get Ganadors, you flex them because they fold because those are the real ones.
I never knew that.
Yeah, fun fact.
No, makes
I
sense.
feel like on trends, black and chrome could be considered a trend as well.
Yeah, I think so.
100%.
Yeah, I
All
think
jokes aside, 100%.
it's. I think because a lot of people, it's the same with a lot of things. Other people see people getting notoriety from whatever it may be, and they go, "Ooh, I can do that." And like for example, I don't know, let's just say stance cars. They were, whether it was positive or negative publicity, they were still getting publicity. So people were like, oh, I'll still do it. And now that it's become normal, it's not as hated stance cars. But to begin with, it was. So, yeah, who knows? I guess black and chrome cars, it was cool for a while, monochrome, and then people started hating on it. Whoever that guy was in Melbourne that ripped on all of our cars and said they weren't original for whatever reason. You know, people will always complain about something. Yeah, that guy. I'm not too sure. Other trends for cars? Yeah, I don't really know. I guess. Oh, you know what's trending, which is probably a good thing, is everyone's starting to get Recaros over brides, or everyone was getting fake brides anyway. I've noticed that.
That's interesting. On like we were talking about fake Ganadors and that, and you know, you just said fake brides. So I feel like a lot of this might be slightly off topic, but like people seem to draw a line at certain fake parts are okay, but you know, fake wheels aren't. Do you think there's any line to be drawn, or is it all real 100% of the time? And why would people think that one's good but another isn't?
Very good question. It's hard. I know a lot of people that draw the line at there's like 3 things that you don't get that are fake, or maybe not 3, but 2 off the top of my head. So say you start your build or whatever. The one thing people will bully you for getting fake is wheels, guaranteed, and probably your steering wheel. If you have a fucking fake Nardi or a Grip Royale or NRG, or if they even make steering wheels, like that shit, everybody goes for real Nardi or Vertex or something that's, you know, cool branded, or Hitman or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I guess different people are up to different things. I know cars that specifically have that. I know people that have full fake body kit, you know, fake, that's like front bumper, side skirts, lip kits, rear pods, diffuser, exhaust, wing, fake seats, and all I've got is real wheels and real steering wheel, and that ticks the box for them.
Yeah, no, like
also they think that people don't care.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, it's at the end of the day. I think it comes down to what you're using the car for. In my opinion, if you're building a show car, you should be buying genuine parts because you're trying to show that off. 100%. All your panel gaps should be good. All your parts should be, you know, lined up properly and fitted properly, and the best quality they can be. Because at the end of the day, all your car does is park. Whereas if you're a drifter, it's very acceptable for you to be running rep parts because you're just going to hit them or break them or whatever. There's no point in you buying like, you know, a BN kit for your S14, for example, if you're just going to fucking run it into a wall or into another car or whatever. So that's just my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, I definitely think it's with like people that are static, running like a rep front lip, I think it's completely acceptable. You're dragging that shit constantly. Like I give you props for running like a real lip and then like absolutely demolishing it like every other day. Like that's crazy to me. But I think one that's really like, I think is unacceptable in my eyes is like taillights or headlights, like fake things of those, like we're all like eBay spec.
Yeah, I can't really relate to that because for supermarket anyway, there isn't you can't get fake taillights. Fake headlights.
Where can you get fake taillights?
Well, I think for something that has such a 86. I was going to say for 86s where the first you buy an 86, what's the first mod you do? Valenti taillights. I think the first thing, you know, it's easier for 86 owners, or I don't even know what other new car there is that is similar to that.
Any new car, like there's such a market for new car aftermarket parts these days because they're so easy to make and like fit on. Like I think like 86 is like a huge platform just for parts, and like you can pretty much find a rep part of like literally everything. Like rep Valentis, they're like $200. I don't know why people are buying like fucking $80 Valentis off like fucking, they say maybe Valenti or something. Like I don't know why people do it, but yeah, it's just that shit's weird to me. I think there's definitely rep wheels is never okay, especially considering people will spend stupid money on rep wheels. You could have like, you know, couple bucks more and you could have got fucking real ones. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know about rep wheels. I mean, I've seen said cars that I was talking about before that have fake everything except for wheels. I've seen those cars at World Time Attack, for example. Also at Black Label. I think that
Oh, yeah.
one of the cars went to as well. But it's hard to tell, and I think if you there's no one's just it's hard these days. Like, I get why people are doing it, because it's costs so much money, and bro, people aren't making the money to be buying these stupid fucking cars and spending the prices on this dumb shit anymore. Like, it costs so much to buy genuine stuff, and then blow it up. For, like, I don't think, if you're on air, you don't really have a real reason to be buying rep parts.
If you're a show car on air.
Well, you're a show car on air. You can air up and not fucking crash, or or whatever it may be. Like, bro, your bumpers and your lip kits and your side skirts and stuff. Why would you get fake ones? You can air up and protect it, and then air back out, and it'll still look just as good. I get static cars that run fake parts. I don't know any off the top of my head, and they still don't justify it as that. But I get some people. Yeah, I mean, actually, you know what? I have my diffuser. That's rep. I had a real top secret one, and I blew it up in the space of a year, and it was like $2,000 fucking that diffuser. So I'd rather just get a one that looks exactly the same. Fits the same. It's still carbon. It's just not actual top secret, because I can't justify finding another one to just damage the fuck out of it again. Especially when nobody looks at the diffuser. The front lip, different story. I'm always happy to buy a genuine one of them.
Yeah,
but I definitely think, like, if you're static and you're driving your shit stupid low, rep kit, I get it 100%.
You're just gonna blow it up anyway.
I think, like fucking drifters on rep wheels, I see it 100%. The drifters on real wheels, you're fucking madmen. I love you all. It's fucking insane. But
my Minervas were on a drift car, and you can tell because they're fucked.
Nick Allen literally skids his on his Minervas. It's fucked.
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely weird. I think monoblocks as well, when we're talking about wheels. I think monoblocks, in my opinion, are so mid. I hate them. Yeah,
see, Darius, you're just always like 2 steps behind everybody else. Remember how I was telling you to do clear tail lights? I told you to do this to your. Yes, I fucking did, bro. I'll go back through our messages. You were like, if you had my car, what would you do? Bro, straight out, fine, I will. And it doesn't matter, because you're either going to cut it from the podcast or not show the messages.
I will leave it in, I promise, wholeheartedly.
Bro, anyway, this is why you're behind. Monoblock and track stance, that's what's happening now. That's what people like. Nobody wants to do fucking wide bodies. Nobody wants to do big, stupid camber. Everybody wants to do... Or not everybody, but I guarantee you, give it 2 years, and people will stop doing... all these big camber things. People want to
So
go
talking about trends, that's where you see it going. I mean, it's already started.
That's where I see it going. But it's people like, Darius that are always, behind on trends and doing everything that other people do it, and then, Darius is the type of guy that just follows other people.
Shut up, idiot.
Which is why he can't see what's already happening. Which is
I see monoblocks.
What do you mean? Nah, you lying, bro.
I think they're shit. I honestly think they're shit.
Yeah, you think they're shit because just because you're uncultured, bro. It's fine. It's whatever. It's
100%. Nah, like, no way. Monoblocks. Nah, they're not that crash hot. I see where it's going. Like, 100%.
Nah,
I'm the one running more front cam than I am rear cam. What do you mean? I've been doing that. But I think...
What does that even mean? I'm the one running more front camber. I've been doing it. Yeah, everyone's been doing it for ages, bro. It's called getting a wheel alignment, you dumbass.
No, track. What's track fitment then?
Track fitment, that's more front than rear, but like under 5 degrees front and 0 rear. That's track. You can't take your 25 degrees and 22 degree camber to the track and go, it's track stance because I got less in the
That's
rear.
not much camber I'm running.
I know. You wish you would round it up to that. You round yours up to 10, and we measured it at, what was it, Grant? Yeah, 7 or some bullshit, bro.
No,
you're getting out of bro.
Cap.
Go get the protractor out. You can't use that shit anyway, you lopsided head ass.
That's cap. Nah, monoblocks are ass. You can't...
Look, he changed the subject. He goes back to monoblocks are ass. No, bro, your car ass.
No, your car's ass.
Nah, bro, you just copy everything I do. Remember that time you used to suck my ass and try and get like tips and stuff from me on what you should do next? Yeah,
go back to our fucking messages.
You probably look at all these notifications I'm getting right now. Unsent
Shut
message.
up.
Someone sent a message. Someone sent a message.
Call me Thick86 the way I'm unsending these messages.
Oh, straight out. Never forget. He
just blocks, bro.
No, he said all this shit to me and then he unsent it.
He literally spam unsends everything.
Josh Bochter at the drags on my stockies.
Nah,
Do me
bro,
proud.
can't find it, bro. Sorry, mustn't be real.
Yeah. Well, anyway, in my opinion, and I think Cody and I, we're usually on the same, like, thought process and thought path. I think monoblocks, and I think Cody would agree with me, monoblock is something that people are going to move towards, and big camber's dead, and track stance is going to become the new thing, because it still looks good. You can still be low, you can still have a big tyre, but you can also drive the car. Whereas big camber like my car, well, I wouldn't really call that big camber, but stupid camber like my car is not usable anymore. And like I'm looking for a set of one-piece wheels as well, just so I can raise a car, put a slightly bigger tyre on it, and actually enjoy the fucking thing. Because I'm kind of sick of it getting, sat at home and doing nothing. Cody, what are your thoughts?
Did you say Caleb?
I said Cody.
Oh.
I definitely said Cody.
No, I've definitely noticed. It's definitely where, like, as we said, people have been doing like clear tails for ages, but then at some point everyone started doing it. And I think I think monoblocks and track stance are something that everyone will be doing very shortly. It has started coming for a few years now, and I did quite resist it. I personally prefer I think a lot like front camber and like zero rear camber looks nearly just as bad as more rear than front.
I get it for drift cars.
I feel like there needs to be a bit for a drift car is different.
Yeah.
But if we're talking like a show car that's doing a track stance, I feel like still three to five rear is super nice. And if you
I was going to ask you,
like,
do you think my car looks retarded than Cody? Because I think I've got 8 front and 2 or 3 rear.
Yeah. No, you see that's that's what I'm saying. Like I think there needs to be, because there's a few cars that have like big front and literally zero rear, and I think that looks horrible.
You know what? Well, I think perfect example of this is Austin with the 326 S15.
Yes,
in my opinion,
that's the first car that comes to mind. 100%.
Yeah, that looks quite silly. I mean, I know he does drift that, but that's way too much front camber. It looks retarded.
Yeah. I feel like a little bit at the back still needed, but I do see more and more people doing that. So I think it'll just be it's a feedback loop. The more people that do it, the more people that see it, the more people that do it.
Yeah. Also, before we go, if anybody sends it to Austin, or if Austin listens to the podcast, hey, I do like your car. I think it looks awesome, but it's just very excessive front camber. I think it has to match, or not match, but stagger in the rear, or have less in the front. That's just my opinion, bro. But your car is cooler than mine, so you can.
I think it's gonna be what's gonna piss me off when this eventually does start to hit the masses, is the amount of people that'll run it, and that won't drift, and it'll be like, oh yeah, like track fitment, and then it'll be like the counter argument will be like,
that's you,
yeah,
bro.
but
That's
do you
gonna
track
be
it?
you.
I hate that look, to be honest with you, 100%. I think your car, Josh, is as fucking close to a track fitment as I would ever get. I personally don't like it at all. I think it looks fucking shit. Like, no matter the car, I think track fitment looks so fucking bad.
Oh, very, very interesting opinion, Darius.
Talking about monoblocks, I've definitely warmed up to them over the last couple of years, but there is still a very small amount of monoblock wheels that pass the look test for me in comparison to the amount of selection in 3-piece wheels. Like there's
shitloads more 3-piece wheels, but like there's
a very
nice
small amount of
monoblocks
that look good.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
It's more old stuff. I think a great monoblock that kind of suits everything is T7Rs. They look good on everything. If you can find a set of decent spec XT7s, they also look good on a lot of cars.
I've never liked those.
I'll send you a Super on XT7s and let me know what you think.
What are those BBS wheels I sent to you, Cody, on that 8.6?
Sent to me,
the black
BBS wheels.
There's a few nice BBS. Is E88, are they one piece? Oh, they're two piece? Oh, they look nice, in my opinion. But again, that's a track wheel. You wouldn't stance car on E88s.
Yeah, exactly.
Just check the chat, Cody. I sent the Super on XT7s. I think that looks sick. I've seen a few chases on XT7s.
There definitely is some cool one. I definitely agree with Cody though. There is like a very Like, the rest of the car has to look good. You can't just chuck a fucking car on one-piece wheels, slam it, and fucking camber it and call it a day. I just
Well,
think
why not? What's the difference between exactly that and three-piece wheels? Because Loki,
example.
Darius. Okay, go Darius, go.
Perfect example is Kobe's car. You know Kobe with double E in the States? He's got the white 86.
Yeah.
His car, literally on Model 5s versus TEs, completely different looking car.
I don't understand where you're going with that because they're both monoblock.
Yeah, no. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on the monoblock. You can't just chuck a fucking Model 5 on a car and call it a day. Do you know what I mean? It has to suit the car.
Everybody did that anyway.
That's what I'm saying. But it looks like shit. And then he's got TEs, right, which are one piece.
So are you saying the TEs and the Model 5s look shit on his car?
No. TEs look good on his car, but the Model 5s don't. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the wheel.
That's just personal preference, bro. I think it looks good on the Model 5s. I think a lot of 86s look good on Model 5s.
Go to his page and then go look at the CR one piece on his car.
Model 5!
It looks like a literal Hot Wheel.
CR one piece?
Yeah, go to his page. KKOBEE. Yeah, just for everyone at home.
I probably sent it to you, bro.
Yeah, for everyone at home, like, he's had multiple different one-piece wheels on that car, and you can literally tell the ones that look better on that car.
What's the ad? I don't know if I know it.
It literally, like, the
Ring,
CR one-piece... Huh?
Model 5s, no.
The CR one-piece look like ass. They look like toy wheels. And then he's got KFs on the back on one photo.
He also runs pairs, bro. I don't know what's with that. God. There's nothing good about this car.
But do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's never looked good. What is this? Oh, it's so bad. Why is the rear pods blue?
Because they're unpainted. They're the model, the ones from Japan.
That's great. Yeah, he's never put the car together. It's held together by tape, and then in the next photo, the side skirts aren't on. What? Why does this car? Why has he got four?
Can you tell that he was in Honda? Yes or no?
Yes, I was gonna say it. I didn't want to. Oh, it was in my head the whole time, bro. I was like, this is a straight up Honda car, bro.
But do you see what I mean, though? Like, it really depends on the wheel. I think personal preference does take a part in it, but I think you can't just slap a cool, like, Model 5s. Everyone at a point was like, yeah, I'll pay fucking 3-piece money for Model 5s just to chuck them on any old car and call it a day.
I am convinced that AVS pays people to pretend to like them. That's my theory.
Literally.
That's your opinions. I think Model 5s can suit his car. I wouldn't put Model 5s in the Supra ever.
Please don't.
Yeah, they do not suit.
What were those wheels that you had on the Supra a couple weeks ago, Josh? They were
so that is
cool.
a set of wheels that I wanted to buy, one-piece wheels. They're Rays 21C. I fucking love them. I think they look
Beautiful
so
wheel.
good. What'd you say, Darren?
I said beautiful wheel.
Yeah, fuck, I
They're
love it.
Monoblocks,
I think it looks. Yeah, I think they look awesome. But you know what? The LMGT 4s looked good on my car as well. I liked them. The reason I don't want to buy, and I know this probably sounds retarded, but this is my way of showing respect, I guess, for one of the better words. Is that there's a guy in America, Nelson. He's got a black Supra. Looks quite similar to mine. And I have a lot of respect for him. I think his car's awesome. So, and he's got the 21C. So he got them before I tried these on. You can ask like anyone, or not that it matters. But I was looking at buying 21Cs when they had first come out, and I never got around to it. And then he's bought them. And now that he's done it before me, that's fine. That's him. That's his look. And I'm not going to go and do the same thing because that would annoy the shit out of me when people do that exact thing to me. When people copy my people copy what I do, even if it's a different country, somebody's going to tag me in it eventually. And then it's just annoying. It's style biting. So I would never do that. So now I'm just not going to get the 21Cs. But, you know, I do like the LMGT4s. Would I buy a set?
Yeah,
I don't know.
They look really good on your car.
I think they look... I don't know. I think
Same as those tees you put on like a year ago. I think they look really good.
Yeah, the RT, whatever the fuck they were nice. But yeah, I don't know. Everybody does TEs, especially on Supras, which
Yeah,
was what
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
put me off following through
Yeah.
with doing that look. I do wish I kept them because they were really nice, like versions of TEs. But you know, I sold them to get paint before I could go to status because I get paid monthly and that shit sucks balls. So I had to sell shit to get it done in time.
I found the wheels
Yeah,
for the BBS wheels. I'll send them in the chat.
yeah.
This is the only car I think looks. The only 86 I think looks good on one. Like this, I would sell my whole car for this car.
Oh yeah, I knew you were gonna say those
Yep, yep.
BBS. Yeah, they're nice. I like them.
This car is literally perfect.
Yeah, that looks nice. And look, minimal camber. See, Darius, you're just backwards, bro. You say you like shit, and then this car is exactly what you said you didn't like, and you said you'd sell your whole car for
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That is a beautifully made car, right? But the direction that I want my car to be in, like in the next couple of months.
So you want it to be
that.
outdated and ugly. All right, got it. You're on the track, bro. You're on the track to.
No, but my specs that I got are actually lower than the ones I was running prior. But if I don't like it, I will run a spacer. But my wheels that I bought are smaller than the wheels I was running prior.
So speaking of that, we're talking about trends. We touched on big camber a bit. Where do we think that's going? I mean, yeah, obviously, if we're talking track stance, it's getting down. It's coming down, and a lot of cars these days are running, less. We're getting close to that, averaging like 5, 6, 7. If you go to a well time attack, that's the kind of average you would see on a car. Whereas a couple of years ago,
nice. Whereas everybody I remember when Grant and I became friends, everybody was itching to do double digits. It was like, if you don't have double digit camber, you're a pussy. And now I think a lot of cars don't look good with double digit camber. I think anything under 10 is nice and tasteful.
I think fitment over camber.
Fitment over camber every day, any day, but a lot of people just go, I can't wait to camber my car, and they just put as much as they can on and don't think about anything else because, well, that's what everybody else does. I want to do this too, which is, it's fine, but like dial it in, have a little bit of thought to the process of what's the end goal. Do you just want to make other people like the car? Just do whatever Thick 86 did and just make sure that everybody knows that it's that people want to like that car for no fucking reason other than it's made for the internet.
Yeah, it's a very easy way to stand out. Like if you have nothing else going for the car, putting big camera on it will make people notice whether that's good or bad.
Whether it's good or bad,
yeah.
Publicity
people will certainly notice a stupid amount of camber. But I still have an appreciation for big camber that's done well. The thing is, it's rarely done well. Like anything over 10 is rarely done well. But when it is done well, it looks fucking awesome. But it's very few and far between these days.
Yeah, there aren't many cars that have over 10 degrees that I can think of off the top of my head that look good. I think Double A Aiden, when he was at his full setup, that thing looked amazing with big 100%. Camber.
Yep.
I don't mind, which I don't know what you guys will think. What's his name? It's the red E36 that's in Japan.
Yep.
Mako something, right?
Yeah, Mako.
I just looked him up when he's not there. But anyway, I don't mind that. That's got heaps of fucking camber.
It has
and it looks alright.
Crazy amount. It's
AJ in America. He's got a LS400 that's got heaps of fucking camber. And I think that looks sick as well. I just sent it to the chat.
I think Mids pulled it off very well.
Yeah. I don't know how much camber did he have. Do you know?
It was eyeing it looks like 11, 12.
Yeah.
Just from eyeballing.
I think big body cars suit it. I think 86s. I don't think there's many in Australia that have a nice amount of camber.
What is the next topic? I don't think we really have anything else. Oh nah, neon lights. I don't like them. I think they're
as in trending. I don't know. Some cars suit neon. I think big kitted cars suit neon. I think Otherwise, it's not that cool.
That was
I'm not
probably
a fan.
The big thing before, like the year before Clear Tails,
Everyone was getting
everyone
those
suddenly got Underglow
jet
at the same
LEDs.
time. Yeah, literally at the same time. But yeah, now it's like dead again. So I don't know, another
Like
5
that
years.
one comes
and
back
you can
around
chuck it on.
and then goes Star Roof headliner as well.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
dying.
I don't think it's worth the effort that you put into the car. It's like, now
It's
that I
all
look at
very
it,
quick.
if I didn't have it, it would be fine. Like, I'd just get a nicer factory roof liner. OEM Plus, bro, that's what's going to be cool.
Yeah, I think that's coming back around hard, especially with like
Yeah,
the
when you
smaller
get
camber,
Darius.
the nicer Recaros in the car. I think that's definitely going to be and
The
one-piece
nice
wheels.
Recaros in the car, I'd hope they'd go in the car.
Well, no, I've seen some pretty dooky
Nice
ass fucking
Recaros on the
Recaros,
road.
bro.
Nice
Yeah, I got a
Recaros in the
Recaro.
pool.
Recaro
Nice
dining
Recaros
table
in the
set.
lounge room. Yeah, I think that's coming back big.
bro.
Yeah,
I
you're
thought we were
right.
going to have a nice episode without Caleb here.
No,
Fucking-
bro, somebody has to cop the end of every joke, and if it's not Caleb, it's you, because Caleb's not here.
Yeah, you shut up, idiot.
Show some respect, bro.
No.
Alright, what else is there? Yeah, the Star Roofliner, it's whatever. If you do it, it's not like it's not cool. I think exterior mods are worse, because everybody has to fucking stare at them all the time. If you got Star Roofliner, it's whatever.
What's a trend of
I feel like no people have. I remember when I first started doing the front plate. It was absolutely like
yeah.
everyone and their dog was like, "You run no front plate, huh, gas?" And now it's like,
Oh my, how do you drive on the road with no front plate? Oh.
yeah. And now
Shut
it's so normal. Like so many more people are doing it, which is
Yeah.
good because
bro, I'm more original leaving my front plate on. Purely because the Supra has 4 gigantic holes in the bumper if I take it off. And it looks stupid without an intercooler. It just looks like a fucking blob-nosed fish.
yeah.
I think most cars suit no front plate.
No,
Mine
100%.
personally doesn't. I did Photoshop it off once and it looked weird.
You told me you're going to
I'll
send that Photoshop and you never did. I've been actually
Sorry,
keen to...
let me... I'm going to find it right now. and I'll
Yeah,
send it
I
to
want
you
to see
guys.
that.
I know you guys will be like, oh, it looks good. I don't like change. I'm that guy.
Yeah, we know.
Would you
Cars
would
been
you
the
ever
same
get
for 10 years.
an intercooler?
It's called building perfection, Darius.
No,
a
it's
fake
called
intercooler?
staying
Is that
in
what
the
you
No,
said?
would you ever get like a really like, I don't know, silver
Yeah, I
intercooler
think
and-
Supras look good with silver
Yeah,
intercoolers.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind a black one either,
Mm-hmm.
but I think silver suits intercoolers. Sorry, Supras suit silver intercoolers. Fucking hell.
Yeah. If you had that, would you run no front plate?
Yes, definitely.
Right. Yeah.
I photoshopped an intercooler onto my car and it looked really cool. It just makes the car look a little bit more aggressive and it just feels in the front of the car. Why are my photos not loading? It just feels in the front of the car a bit more.
Yep.
Here's the photo. I don't know, it just looks blank without it. I've seen another NA Supra with no front plate and it suits his car, but I don't know if it doesn't suit mine because I don't like change or if it just doesn't suit it because it actually doesn't suit it. But let me send you that. And then let me
Speaking of
send you this.
potential upcoming trends, I feel like there's definitely a lot more people these days getting cages in like straight show cars.
Oh yeah, I think that semi ties into the track stance look.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it looks. I like cages. I'd love to get a cage. I'm looking at getting one. I just got to take the car down to get it all sorted and fitted because I'm not putting it in myself. Fuck that. But yeah, what do you guys think now that you've seen that picture of my car without a front plate?
Yeah,
I personally don't like it, but
I
the
think you're
bottom
crazy.
Supra looks good.
I think
Do you think it looks good?
Yep. I think it looks
Yeah,
so good.
It looks amazing.
Really?
It looks
Yep.
a lot cleaner in the front. Like the car is clean, but it just I don't know. It just makes it look like a lot more smooth.
Darius, bro, you take your
here
headlights
we
out,
go.
shave your door handles, fucking
Here
shave
we
your
go.
wheels off.
An
Here we
intercooler
go.
would
I was
like,
trying to,
would
I was
make
trying to
it
be
100
nice, but
times
not
better.
too nice.
But yeah,
Car looks like shit gun.
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan of change. That's the problem.
I don't know. You can put it on the podcast. Are you going to put all these pictures on YouTube? By the way, you probably
Yep.
should. Yeah, and then if everybody
Tell me
says
what
it
to
looks
do.
good, then I have a new bumper which Jake has to paint and shit, so he can shave the holes, and I can
Yeah, cool.
do
Get the fuel door while you're out of here.
No, you know what? I think I mentioned this last time, but I want to get S15 door handles on the Supra.
What?
So they don't hang out of the car. So they're flush. And I hate the Supra door mechanism. I like the, you know how they pull out and under? I don't know
Oh,
if they-
yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That'd be quite involved.
Yeah, get Tesla doors, mate. Is fucking...
What the hell, they pop out. I hate that. It's so
Yeah.
flimsy.
Just get a fucking... I reckon just shave the whole door handle. Just open with a rope.
Yeah, I'll do what they do in the Aventador SVJ, where it's just a carbon door handle with a strap.
Yeah,
Shit
literally.
looks stupid. So fucking
God.
stupid.
Oh, God. No,
Alright,
but yeah, no front
what
plate, I
next?
reckon, is quite nice.
What other
next trend, I think, is chrome wheels over everything else.
I think, but yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
Do you reckon that'll
else to
die?
say.
No, like I think that's always been a thing, but do you think that'll die off? I don't.
Well,
No, I think chrome wheels they stand out the most, and because it's like getting two colors to collab to go together and contrast well. Is if you put a neutral color with a primary color, they're always going to work. So you can have any color of the
pink
rainbow
color.
and white, silver, or black wheels, and they're always going to look good.
Yeah.
And silver just looks, when you're paying big money and you buy and you get black wheels, like there's kind of no point because then you can't see the wheels.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people go for chrome. I don't think it's like an in-your-face thing or there's any underlying reason behind it. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be spending any. Oh, sorry, I wouldn't be getting any other color wheels apart from those neutral colors.
I think
cannot
Grant's
stand.
car is probably a perfect example of different colored wheels on pretty much the same, it's like similar setups, obviously, but he's had the chrome wheels.
So whose car are you talking about?
Grant's.
Yeah, go on.
Like how his first set of wheel, like the ones that I'm buying, those ones on his car. I think to me personally, I think that was the highest the cars looked when he had
Yeah,
those
I
chrome
agree.
wheels on it. The suit, and then he went to the silver wheels, like the TEs,
OG
and I was
TEs,
and I was like, that's nice. And then he's going to his black wheels now, which is still clean, but I still think that the chrome was the best on that car at that point.
I think chrome's the most outstanding wheel, but I think chrome's the most outstanding wheel, but I can also get around the black, and also if you look at the type of wheel that it's come from and gone to and the alignment, again, that's a movement towards the track stance thing.
It's definitely
Because, it went
it's
from
like
double digits
anything.
to single.
It can be poorly executed as well, and then it shouldn't have been done. It looks bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of wheel color, real quick, I don't understand the fascination with the blue and green colored TEs. I think they look fucking gronk.
Gronk
think
even.
the blue
I
ones
don't
look
like
dirty.
the green ones. Really? I like the magnesium blue TEs. I think they look cool. Yeah, especially if you've got a neutral colored car, I think having that little layer of color is good because as most people do, when you have a black or white car, if you have taste, unlike if you have taste, you usually add an accent color in, which would be on your brakes or your wheel nuts, or you might have something on the interior that ties into the same color on the exterior. That's a small little nod of color. So I think, for example, Osman with the GTR, I think I was trying to get him to get the magnesium blue TEs. He wants the green ones. In my opinion, the green ones ugly, look like they're covered in moss. But I think mag blue TEs on a white GTR or a white car for any example would look good. I've seen a white Supra with the mag blue TEs and they look fucking really good as well. I've seen a few cars on the green TEs or the ZR10s. Not a fan, but it's still a little bit of color in a neutral car. If you've got a fucking blue car and then you get the mag blue TEs, you're just a junkie. You're just a straight crackhead. It's too much color. Always got to have a different color wheel to the car. Unless it's black or white, you need a different color.
Yeah, white with white wheels looks
Well, white on white, like Elvis's GTR. Black on black,
yeah.
like Adam's RX-7 and silver on silver. Like there's a FD that I follow that's got it's silver on silver and it looks really good. But if you're going pink on pink, no. Green on green, no. Blue on blue, no. Red on red, no. You have to have a contrasting
red
color.
Oh.
Bro, it's like that. Oh, you guys... Cody, you would have seen it. That Hot Import Nights, that fucking red Holden Cruise with the fire livery up the side of it. And I'm pretty sure it's got red wheels. I don't know. I try not to look at it.
Oh, that car is fucking beautiful. Don't shit talk my man.
You're right. It is peak performance. Sorry, I shouldn't disrespect.
You're grinding to get there, bro. What's the next topic?
Is the car scene toxic? Yeah, is the car scene toxic? You just a baby.
Or are you just a baby? Wow.
Cody, what's you go first. What's your opinion? Is the car scene toxic or are you just a baby?
Yeah, it's kind of like I can see both. I can see both ways. I think when it comes down to it, it doesn't really matter where you draw the line of whether something is toxic or not, because it doesn't really matter. Because it's like the way that people act is not going to change just dependent on what you think should be acceptable. So you just need to really understand how to move in the community that it is, because your opinion on it isn't going to change it. So whether that's toxic or not, I don't know, but you need to understand how to approach different things and be prepared for things like, you know, people roasting your car. Don't take it too seriously. You know, if that's kind of like the attitude test. Like I feel like we all hang shit on each other. Like the Darius is just copping the attitude test right now. Yeah, it's banter, and if you act like a sook about it, then no one's gonna wanna really be around you. But if you
don't have a sense of humor, then how are you gonna?
I think it's like pack mentality as well. Like if someone, like when we're all around, we're all like
us packs the lion tattoo.
Nah, but like 100%. Like, do you know what like those people that like you definitely in a certain demographic or like a certain crowd, if you react to something as badly as like people want that reaction out of you, they just 100% just keep going for it. I think that's
it's bullying.
Yeah, 100%.
But like,
bullying a lot of people
don't.
But a lot of people don't realize that they are. Do you know what I mean? Especially in like a group sense, when someone's like, when we're all having a laugh and like someone will take it that step too far, and you'll get a reaction out of them.
Most of the time we're having a laugh at someone else's. When I say we, I'm not going to hide the fact that I absolutely laugh at other people's cars, as everybody does. I'm just not going to hide the fact because I think everybody does it anyway. Yeah. But I think most of the time you're having a laugh at the expense of someone else. And personally, I don't know if it's just the way I've been raised or whatever. If somebody laughs at my car or says they don't like something, it doesn't affect me or bother me. If people were actively posting about my stuff on social media saying Josh's car is a heap of shit or whatever, it doesn't bother me, right? That's just how I am. I think some people just aren't the same. Like Gucci, for example, with his Supra. Bro, we rip on his Supra all the time. Dude's got thick skin. Doesn't bother him. He doesn't give a shit. He's happy with his car. It does, you know, that's how it should be. If you're going to be a little sookie bum, then welcome to the internet, but I'm sorry, not everybody's going to like your shit, and that's just how it works. No matter what you do, like we've touched on before, no matter what you do, there's always someone that will have something to complain about. And, you know, your car can make 1,000 horsepower, doesn't make 2,000. Oh, it's too fast, it's unusable. Oh, you got too much camber, or not enough camber, or it's black, or it's white, or it's got chrome wheels, or it's low, or it's high. You know what I mean? No matter what.
But I definitely think there's like, to a degree, it is toxic, but with everything. It depends on like, I hate the people though that like will go out of their way and like do something and then like have a whinge because they've copped backlash and say that the car scene's toxic and these are the people that are ruining it.
I think I know, I don't know if you're referring to a specific someone, but I do know someone that's done exactly that.
There's 100, I could name like 10 in Queensland that do it constantly.
What?
Like they'll say something, they'll get backlash, and then they'll be like, these are the people that ruin the car scene. Like, no, like, shut the fuck up. It has nothing to do with anything. You're just an idiot and you've been called out on it. Like,
Everyone's entitled to an opinion, but it's,
100%.
I guess, if you're going to go up against someone that's got quite a... I guess this is where it comes back to what you said, Darius, about, like, pack mentality. It sounds such a shit thing to say. Josh is nodding his head going, what you just said, Darius, very cringe.
But that's literally the term.
You
for
can't
it,
say that. We got in trouble for saying that word, Josh. You can't say it's 2022. You can't use that word anymore.
That's lame. What did we say?
Darius.
No, I'm not repeating it because I'm trying my best to not get cancelled. I'm
beep it.
writhing in pain not saying certain words.
I'll beep it.
Will you beep it? I feel like you won't because you'll want me to get cancelled after I roasted your car for fucking 20 minutes.
No, say it, bro. I got you. Trust me.
No. It starts with F and it rhymes with maggot.
Oh, yeah.
I did not say that.
Huh?
I did not say that.
You said a different way to say happy, and it also is a type of ice cream with time after it.
Tell them that we're not allowed to say that word.
We're not allowed to say that. Somebody messaged us or tagged us on the story, or well, I say us. When I say us, I mean it's Darius. It's Darius' podcast. I tagged Darius.
Darius.
You're on it too.
And I didn't say it. And
Yeah,
and they
but you're a
said
part of
it's
it, mate.
2022. You can't say that anymore. And I said, you know what? That's fair. That's valid. I'll when I say I'll cop that, Darius will cop that on the chin because
Darius has taken it off.
You'll
he's
cop that,
tough.
mate. You're here too.
Yeah. Sorry, bro. I lost my train of thought because.
Wrap it up.
Sorry,
there.
sorry.
Keep going.
Sorry. I chucked to Caleb. I rambled. Pack mentality. So if you have an opinion and you're going to go up against someone that's got a big group of friends, just know that they're going to send that into a group chat and they're going to talk shit about you. And there's going to be one person that's got a big mouth, which is Caleb. And he's probably going to say something about you publicly because that's the type of person he is. That's fine. Go, Caleb. Power to you, my friend.
He's gonna find that post off one little screenshot.
Yeah,
and he'll go to town.
But you know, it's whatever. If that's what you're gonna do, then you know, just be ready to cop the brunt of people getting angry.
But yeah, definitely, I definitely think like there is a degree, like the whole as much as like we've all had our beefs with this person, but that whole TikTok trend of hating on a particular person, which we all know it is. I'm not going to name names, but to be honest, like I thought that was a bit overboard because there was 100%. There was people that.
There's people that had nothing to do with that were bullying
100% that just wanted to just jump on that trend just to hate on a particular person. I think that to that point, I was like, yeah, that's not cool. Like that's a bit
that's
fucking
straight bullying.
Yeah, 100%. Like I get it. I get the people that have genuine issues with him. I don't think you need to make it public unless you're getting unless it's a direct, like you know you have to put something out for some particular reason, whatever. But if it's like been months, you guys haven't spoken, you just out of the blue just fucking pop it on your story, that's just attention seeking to me. Do you know what I mean? Like it's over, let it go. It's happened. Move on. Like why are you still grabbing onto it? I think that's a bit of a clout grab in my opinion. But yeah, the people that just jumped on that trend just because they wanted to was just pathetic to me. As much as we don't get along, I just think that's such a rat thing to do.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But I guess is the car scene toxic or are you just a sook? It's a combination of both, I think.
Well, I think the car scene isn't toxic. I don't think that's it.
I think it is. I definitely think it is. I think, yeah, bro, because no matter what you do, someone's going to complain about it. It's meant to be an all-inclusive, friendly space to talk about cars and do car things and car this and car that. And most people would rather tell people that their cars suck. I mean, low-key, what is this podcast? Are we promoting doing friendly stuff? No, we're fucking not. We're talking shit about people.
No, people bring us shit cars. That's not our fault.
Valid. Well, bro, this is what I'm saying. Although it's a joke, yeah, it's you know, a lot of people are. I think we are all quite toxic on this podcast.
100%.
No shame.
I think we're warranted though. I think it's definitely
warranted. Yeah, I mean, you guys build shit cars. It's not my fault, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's not.
I don't make the rules.
Someone give me a good one, and you know what I mean. Like it's not. No, but I don't think it's toxic. I think it's perspective with everything. Like no matter what it is.
I think if you got thick, I think just people don't have thick enough skin, and everybody takes shit to heart. Like you don't have to be, you don't have to be liked by everyone. I think that, you know, there's a lot of people out there, which I guess, Cody, you probably would have copped it a lot from, you know, having quite a big social media following, and Darius, I guess you don't really know anything about this, but it's
That was unwarranted.
it's you have to have thick skin, because no matter what, there's always going to be somebody that that hates your car.
I learned that pretty quickly. Like, I mean, I think when I first started, you know, 50 years ago, getting into cars, I think I did take
He's
it.
an old timer.
Yeah. I think I did take things to heart a lot more. I remember a few specific instances of me getting, you know, not offended, but like upset about things that people were saying about my car online.
Yeah, I used to get cut as well. I think it's natural reaction is to take it to heart. But at the end of the day, bro, don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't go to for advice. So,
Yeah.
and that's 99% of
Do you
people
know
on
what?
the internet.
One thing I always remember. It's funny because he probably won't remember this, but I remember the first time Milkman came across my page and absolutely obliterated me in the comment section of my own post.
Really?
Yeah. I fucking sponsored a post and he went to town on it.
You sponsored a post.
Darius!
Why are you even on this podcast,
Back
bro? You've done everything we've said not to do.
Yeah, I said that last episode when we talked about it. I was like, I did it once, like way back when, and then after that, never did again. And I was like, thankfully, because Milkman came onto my page because it popped up on his
God,
feed.
he's
He said,
good.
"What the fuck
What a
is
legend.
this lame shit?" And fucking went to town. It was
What a
him.
fucking legend!
He tagged
Oh
a
my
bunch of
God.
people, and I was like, "Oh
Yeah, it
my
would have been
god!"
Ride Riggs, bro. They're all toxic
Yeah,
assholes.
he
and I
went
love
to
them, and I know they all
town,
listen.
bro.
They're all pieces of
Can we
shit.
get Milkman on here?
Yeah. Can we?
Yeah, we
Milkman
can
on
get.
here?
Yeah, we can get Adam on here, bro. He is the most toxic person.
Yeah, no,
my
he
God.
went to town. I was like, what the fuck? And I deleted the whole post, bro. I was beside myself. Especially because, like, looking at his car, I was like, this thing's sick. And then, next
Yeah,
day,
you're like, I look up to this guy, and then
bro,
minute
next
he's
day, went to town on me. It was like fucking like 2 weeks into me starting like the fucking page.
Bro, surely you have some screenshots of that you sent to your friends back in the day, being like, look at this guy. Surely you can dig those up for us?
Yeah, I could try and dig them up.
Yeah, dig them up.
Because like we were
So good.
going at it. Hey, like it was fucked. And then he called in reinforcements, and I was like,
Darius,
oh god.
and then so from that interaction, you're like, well, if you can't beat them, join them, and started being toxic yourself.
Yeah, that's the day. That was the start of my villain story. I set out.
It was the
to-
tipping point.
There you go.
Yep. I dyed my hair and fucking. Yeah, nah. That was but I think that was just like, I guess the start of it. I kind of was like, oh yeah, I guess people will fucking just gonna say what they're gonna say. But
It's how it works. But also, like, maybe in you know, for like relationship things as well. When someone says, "Man, this guy's such an asshole. Oh my god, let's not hang out with him," and you don't, like, and then everybody starts saying that, and you're like, oh, okay, you know what, this guy is a dick. I don't want to be friends with him.
Yeah.
Maybe you take that advice. Maybe take that on board. Maybe go, you know what? Why is everybody bullying me online? Oh,
Speaking
maybe I
of
should
a
start doing this
quick,
one thing
a
they
quick
keep
little
fucking talking
anecdote
about.
on toxicity in the car scene.
Toxicity. Yeah.
On the weekend, we went to a meet down here.
Oh yeah, I saw those pictures.
Now, there were two meets. So one of the meets, me and a few friends, we pull out a couple of chairs, right?
Oh, no.
Now,
Motherfuckers getting chaired again.
now there's a lot of really nice cars at this meet. On like there's this
Getting at my main
there's
slime.
this really nice S15 on TEs and a few other cars. They didn't get chaired. We did chair, you know, certain cars over others. We'll say that. Specifically ones with rep wheels. There were a lot of reps there. And
Sorry,
Cody is a public bully, everyone. If you haven't picked that up yet.
look, we make of it what you will.
Cody's helping people so they know what not to do in the future.
We
Imagine the
we
most
weren't saying
imagine
anything
it
about the
being
car.
a-
We'll sit in on chairs in front of cars, and one of the owners got quite mad at us and tried to fight one of the
really?
people that were
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah.
no.
Was it Caleb? Because you kept trying to talk to him afterwards.
What's that?
Who was it?
Did they try and fight Caleb? Anyway,
No,
let's fill in the
Caleb wasn't
story
there.
without saying any names.
Caleb wasn't there, but look, there were select cars that we sat at in front of chairs, and they didn't like that, and they thought it was very toxic. And to us, it's
Is that what they said to you?
well, they didn't use the word toxic, but
But they indicated they weren't happy with Cody's behavior.
it wasn't even directed at me. It was much more of a aggressive like, why are you talking shit about my car? Right?
Was anything said other than them sitting in front of the car with a chair?
No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. But yeah, that's an example of quite thin skin, I would say. And yeah, that's just a little interesting story from the weekend.
So they must have known what chair meant.
Well, what does chair mean? Like, it can mean anything, right? It doesn't have to mean something, you know. I chaired Josh's car.
And I did try and fight you, so that's
That's true. He beat me up.
It brings on strong emotion, I guess, when you see someone share your car.
But yeah, I guess that.
I think it's again just comes down to having a sense of humor, but maybe not even a sense of humor, but being open to like criticism and ridicule. I think you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You can be a dick, or you know, back to them, or you can just have a laugh with them. I think it's nice every now and again to like take a step back and have a laugh at yourself in a situation.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like, you know, Darius, obviously you can cop it, and Jack can cop it, and Gucci can cop it, and so can all of we. That's, I guess, why we're all friends. And we bully Caleb, and, you know, we fuck around with all of our friends, but that's like, you know, that's part of it. If you can't have a sense of humor, it's like you nearly, as again, words that we shouldn't say, if you don't pass the vibe check.
Yeah.
How do you expect to have friends?
It also
that are
depends
gonna
on
have
the
a sense of
person,
humour?
though. We don't condone anyone to go out and like to a meet and introduce yourself as, "Hey, your car's shit, bro. Want to talk? Like, want to be friends?" Like, don't. Me and Josh have known each other for a while, so we can talk shit about each other's cars. But I think if someone came up to me and was like, "Your car's dog shit, is the worst 8.6 I've ever seen," I would not reciprocate it as well as if someone, you know, Josh was to say it to me.
Nah, why don't we test this? If anybody's out,
Everyone, if you ever see Darius's car
for all
out,
of us that go to
yep.
If for all of us that go to car meets or events, I think I'd probably say I'd go to the most. Like, I'd go to one every fortnight, like whether it's T-Way or something else in you know, in Sydney somewhere. If you see me, introduce yourself as, "Your car's a piece of shit," and I'll see how I react instantly. And we'll see how that goes. Or to Darius, but he's an elitist.
Yeah, I don't go outside.
Cody, you don't really go that much stuff, do you?
Just pull up a chair when you see Cody and just sit.
If
he swings it, you've done the right thing.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh shit! No, but
yeah, it's all a good. I don't know. You just have to have a good sense of humor. I think that's it. Like, or at least, you know, try and turn a situation around. Like, I used to get ripped on, like I said, and if you can laugh at them, like, bro, there's people that make fake accounts just to message me. Like, there's this account which I don't know if the guy listens to the thing, but the @ is not a cop, ahaha.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
They only follow me, and all he does is message me, and he used to try and like fucking piss me off and upset me and whatever, and like I don't budge to that shit. I don't care. And now he's like, "Oh, your car's a fucking piece of shit." I'm like, "Yeah, you're so fucking right, eh?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, like what am I meant to do? He's not giving me the reaction that I want." Like, it's not the same to them. But if you start giving these people public reactions, they're gonna obviously keep going because you're kind of giving them what they want. Yeah, I know bullying's not right, but like, if you're not gonna do anything about it, the least you can do is probably not argue against them. Or give them a reaction.
Yeah, I think it comes down to be happy with what you've built. Because at the end of the day, like, you could literally build a shitter. If you're a cool dude, you're still going to get invited to stuff.
Gucci,
like, it's
prime example.
Yeah, for sure.
But like,
Jack Marks, heap of shit car, still hangs out.
100%.
You know?
Like, it's just,
you can be a good person on top of having an average car, and people are still going to like you because at the end of the day, you're not friends just for fucking cars. And you know what? Believe it or not, people outside of cars, there is another world where people interact as normal humans and have conversations and don't have to talk about car things. So you can be a good human, just like when everybody used to go to school
I think
and
that's
we
a
all
myth.
used to make friends. You can do the same thing.
I think
There
that's
is a world
myth,
outside
bro.
of cars.
I don't know, man.
No, Fortnite world.
It's weird. Yeah. Number 1 victory, Roy. Yeah. Fortnite, we're about to
Get
So
down.
he's stretching because he's about to sing the whole thing. Go, break it down.
10 kills on the board right now.
Oh,
Thank you,
God.
Cody.
But yes, no, it definitely is very interesting
fuck.
on perspective. I think is just with everything is a big
Yeah.
is a big thing.
Yeah, it just comes down to the way that you're going to react to stuff, basically, I guess, long story short. There's examples on examples on examples of people that haven't reacted in a good way and people that have. And I guess that goes to show in if you're friends with that person or if they have friends or if you even know who they are.
Yeah.
Like, there was that Supra a while ago that I think we talked about it previously. His car looks exactly like mine.
Yep.
Like, it's clear taillights, it's black, it's no wing, it's chrome wheels, it's like decent camber. Like, I think we know the one I'm talking about in America. And I had messaged him, I had commented on a post about his car, and I was like, this looks exactly like my car. And instead of him going like, ah ha ha, or whatever, or making something funny out of it, he sent it into a group chat, and then 500 of his mates commented on it telling me I'm a heap of shit and my car's a bucket of shit and this is a quality build and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, all you had to do was go, yeah, bro, give me your birth certificate too. Then,
Yeah, for real.
you see what I mean? Like, it completely changes the dynamic.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're going to be funny about it, I'm like, you know what, you're funny. I can get around that. And have some decent conversation.
Yeah, literally. Like when I brought
People
out
like
the
complaining
not
instead.
half wrap, and everyone's like, "You're woke, but Australian." I was like, "Fucking oath,
Yeah,
I am. That
bro.
car's sick."
Yeah, legit.
That's such a compliment.
Just have a fucking laugh. Like, why is it the end of the world?
He didn't take it as such, but yeah, like
Who cares, bro? I've had that car for years. You can't hold on to a fucking car you don't even own
Legit.
anymore. Like,
He
get over
owns
it.
the
but the
design
same
of
thing
the
with
front lip.
Yeah.
oh, bro,
Yeah.
it's fucking
He owns a stock LS400 now. It's okay.
it's mid. But
It's mid. It's nice as fuck.
yours is nicer, mate.
I don't have an LS400.
Yes, what?
It's my secret build, bro. You're revealing my secret build.
That thing's been the same for months.
What do you mean? I did fucking Kmart footwell lights to it in the head unit.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, it's more tastefully modded than your 86, Darius. So take
No, it
that.
isn't, mate. I took all my stickers off, so yeah.
Did you
Yeah, I
actually?
actually did.
During this
I got pulled
podcast,
over.
right after the
No,
Billboard on
I
Wheels
got-
comment.
No, I pulled them off ages ago because I got pulled over again. That's why I bought the Jeep. I got pulled over, and the cop literally made me pull all of them off while I was there, while he was talking to me about.
I reckon that's the biggest load of shit
No, I
I've ever
could-
heard. A cop would not go, "Hey, take your stickers off your car right
No, because
now."
I had remember when I
You're getting
came up,
tased.
it was only the two, the lowdown one, and then the Fortune one, and then the one on the back. And he told me to take the Fortune and the lowdown one off, and I just had because
Yeah, 'cause they obstruct
you
vision.
pulled the fucking Wii stance one off.
Yeah, because it was half off anyway.
Yeah, but the only one that's left there now is the 2J Josh sticker. That's literally it.
That's right. We can
my
load them
God.
back on once the car's done. Yeah, we'll get
Fuck
that.
off.
Did you cop a useless sticker? Did you support our boy?
I was gonna fly down and get one.
Oh,
So he
he's got
didn't.
excuses, Grant. Grant is here sweating his balls
That's
off,
crazy.
packing orders.
I
right
literally
now,
have.
and
I
you didn't even support
Like
my
a-
boy.
like
have
sweatshop,
five.
bro.
I have 5 fucking instigator stickers here for him.
Let me do an ad real quick.
No, could you?
No. Trust. Guys, I wanted to talk about something a little bit more serious. I know I don't
Yeah,
normally do this, but
Yeah, what's up?
I mean, mental health is a really important topic. I think. You know, a lot of us really struggle with it, and I'm definitely no different. Last night, it was attempt number 2 for me. It's not proud to say, but yeah. What can I say? You know, we all get to those points.
We all struggle with demons,
yeah.
Cody. It's okay.
Yeah. And then I remembered the instigator sticker. That's coming out soon.
And that saves
And
you from.
that was a real turning point for me. Yeah, I just said, wow, I can't wait to spend $100 on this sticker and put it on my car. And that was the real the light at the end of the tunnel that made me and keep pushing forward. So yeah, I would say it's a cure to depression. So if you wanted one, you can hop on instigators.com.au. Don't kill yourself. Get a sticker. Can that be
Suicidal?
Can that
Buy an instigator sticker.
Can that be the subtitle on the website?
Oh god.
Oh god. And Darius has also made a pledge.
Shut up.
That for
And we're gonna cut it there. Thanks,
no,
guys.
no. Darius has made a pledge that if he ever sees an instigator's sticker in public, that he will personally give you a 1 minute long hug to support your mental health.
And I'll let you follow my missus on Instagram without roasting you about it.
That's a big thing,
That
bro.
is.
I don't think I'd ever do that.
At this point, it's not really my choice. They just kind of do it. I'll just I'll.
Bro,
make it
me
acceptable.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. It's unreal.
I think it's weirder for you because it's not there's not like information that's accessible, like in your bio. Like it's
bro. People go hunting.
yeah. That's
it's
that's
crazy.
weird to me.
And like, surely you don't want to go through all my following. I follow like 900 people just to find one person.
Yeah, like that's down astronomically.
Oh, it's fuck. Yeah. No. We gotta do a car. We gotta add
gotta
on
do
to
a car?
the list.
Yeah, I got a car.
Yeah,
sure,
what's your
for
car? I don't have a car.
Harrison Ryan's S15, the 326 one.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Good pick.
Very good pick.
Thank you. Fuck. Darius, I guess I'll put it into the list.
Thank you.
because You aren't capable of doing that.
I will put him above
Thanks,
Gucci.
bitch.
But for too many shirtless selfies. Before that, it would go way higher. But since his Instagram has been converted into a Pornhub Lite, I get very uncomfortable when going to look at his car.
It went from a
man.
It went from like I think he posted like once, and now it's like it's pretty regular. But good on him though. He's gotten big.
I am putting that probably under Justin 32.
I was just about to say the same, yeah.
I mean, it's 2 against 1. I reckon he goes there as well. I thought maybe a little bit higher, but I reckon that's good, pretty good.
What is his at? Is it
Harrison Ryan.
Is it just Harrison Ryan?
Yeah.
Did he change it? I believe it's Harrison Ryan, yeah.
Oh, it's underscore Harrison Ryan.
Really lacking big points for the standard Queensland plates.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I think that's a good call, Cody.
I've got a car I would like to throw into the ring. Oh wait, Darius? Oh
No, you go.
All hail Jaden.
Oh,
I've
okay.
heard of this car. Let's have a look. All hail J. Oh, I thought we added him in last time.
No, so that was...
Did we?
Oh no, sorry, we added the other
Yeah.
the other silver 33.
Yep. Very similar, though.
Very similar, but this one gets drifted.
Mm.
And yeah, that I don't like the rear bumper. I like how this thing sits. It's working hard.
It sits really nice for it being static.
I do not like the cut loose windshield banner.
Cut. Doesn't sound like you cut very loose then, bro.
No, I don't cut loose because I don't do skids because I am slow. I like it. I think for 33, it's pretty cool. Not my favorite one, but my favorite one, I don't even know where it's going anymore. He sold it. Yeah, I like it. I would put this... I'd put this above Jaden's R33 that we rated last time.
Yep, I agree.
Shit, I was gonna put it below.
Well, sorry, mate. Majority rules.
Dun, dun,
Isn't this
dun.
easy? Isn't this easy without Caleb? We don't have to have a full fucking screaming match to get your point across.
Literally. No, I just think it's...
And I don't mind talking shit about him because I know he doesn't listen to the podcast. I
He
bet
does.
you he doesn't.
Yes.
Does he? Oh, well, sorry, Caleb. Facts are facts, bro.
That's how they get you.
He's literally the only one that listens to it before it gets live.
Pardon?
He's the only one that listens to it before it goes live.
He has to make sure he hasn't said something too fucked up in it. Anyway, what's your car, Darius?
Dariusi? You
So,
got that Dariusi?
Darius.
so my car was the actually no, we'll go Jacko. Jacko I think deserves to be on the list. Jacko 200. Yep.
Okay.
He's 14.
Yeah, I like this car. I like this car a lot.
Very
I haven't seen it in person, but I can just tell that it's a quality car.
It is. It is beautiful.
You know when you can just tell. Yeah, I like this thing a lot, man. Ticks all the boxes.
Ticks all the boxes except for wheels.
You don't like the wheels?
No, I've never liked those wheels.
I get that they're like rare or whatever the fuck, but
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have them either. But I don't hate them. I think it suits the car. Also, I know it's like, I don't know if it's a Sylvia thing or whatever. I don't like that rear quarter window like painted.
No, I've never liked that either.
Looks odd.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I do like the car.
The color is insane in person.
Yeah, it's red. I would put it above.
I put it above Peter Cruz.
I was gonna say the same. Yeah.
I feel like that's a good spot.
Look at us go, guys.
There we go.
It's a fucking productive day. Fuck, I might as well add some more to the list over here. No, better not. Jacko 200, and we've got S14 Zinky. Screenshot the list, send it to Darius. Darius ignores it.
You have access to edit it too, you know that, right?
Bob's your uncle. No, I'll leave it in my phone. It's easier that way.
Yeah, you could just copy what you're doing to
Don't need to get the numbers mixed up, Darius.
Yeah. That's on me, I'll wear that.
The instigators.